So one of the things is we've been talking about is the pack burning proposal, right? It looks like it's going to pass, right? And so by March, the end of March, we're going to be done with Chaos Legion, regardless of how many we sell. So the question is, what is the response of Wales, right? And then again, are Wales going to come in and buy up all the Chaos Legion? And one of the specific names when we were talking about this is, I said, hey, YGG could come in and just snap up everything, right? Or maybe not just them, but maybe another whale, and maybe there are 3 or 4 groups that just grab it all as a long-term hold. Like, what do you think about that?
So I don't know how familiar you guys are with the Federal Reserve System of the United States, and we can look at since Alexander Hamilton implemented and J.P. Morgan and the current Powell under the Powell regime. But the single most powerful weapon the Federal Reserve has is the threat, right? So what this is embodies that. What Matt and Pluck and the kind of the Dow core team, what they have is the threat. And when Matt, it doesn't have to be a positive vote. We don't have to vote yes, and it doesn't have to pass. And the whole idea is just the threat, right? You throw it out there.
The threat of burning packs?
Yeah.
You mean?
Yeah. So what happens is when you start to look at that, people start to think. We think differently. We're human beings, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're irrational people in some ways, and in many ways we're rational people. And so when we think a little bit deeper into this, it's just the threat of burning. Then we think, oh, okay, what Matt and Agro, what they just kind of throw up is this timeline, which is no different than what their future path is going to be for Rebellion and TD and others, right? So it's saying, okay, we got a schedule now. We're going to put it on a schedule, and it's up to you. And we can even go to the other extreme where in the future they can say there's no number. We're just going to say you buy as many as you want. Here's the end date, right? And here's where the minting sequence. We're going to mint on these dates. And, so you can go way the other extreme too. But I
don't think they would ever do that. That's kind of out of line with every other set, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. But I'm just throwing out there what can be. So what they're doing is just meeting at a halfway mark, where they're just saying, and I think, so for the health of the game and the economy, selfishly, I wish, I haven't maxed out my Chaos Legion packs, and I just wish that, we didn't have to come to this, because I would like to, because it's cheaper. It's $4, and everyone's going to be 5, 6 plus vouchers and other things that we can add on to it. So from a selfish perspective, I wish, but for the community and the game to be able to thrive, they have to burn it. There's just too many 15 million.
So you're actually in favor of them burning it?
Oh yeah, they have no choice. This is again, like all of these votes. I'm shocked. Like these whales that people vote against it, because I don't think they understand.
I voted against it.
Macro. They're not. So I look at these as part of unintended consequences of the first DEC where the SPS airdrop. So everything has been to fix the unintended consequences, and we look at things in life as long as things are non-irrevocable. You can fix it, and this is one of those moments, and just the mere threat of it will cause people to just wait and
panic
see
buy. Yeah.
No,
I mean I agree with that. I like, again, just the threat that they're even considering it. I'm sure. I mean, all of a sudden I started turning whatever capital I had into the game or in the game back into, okay, let me level up my cards now, or at least the cards that I want to focus on, right? So, if that had a minor impact on me, I'm sure it had minor to major impacts for everybody else. It's like, oh shoot, if these are going to be running out soon, then it's gonna change that behavior across the entire ecosystem. But my question is, like, and the reason that I voted against it is because unless the team is like in a rush to get to the next set for whatever reason, I don't see anything wrong with, like, if they didn't put this in. Let me ask this: if they did not put cast or the burn proposal, do you think that we would have sold out by March 31st anyway?
No.
Really? Okay.
There's going to be probably $1 million. $1 million pack difference probably, and I think also first and foremost, we have to recognize this is a for-profit endeavor, for-profit entity, and in order for the game itself to survive, the company itself has to survive. So in order for the company to survive and be in a healthy state, is that they have to produce packs. And this is kind of the iteration of producing the modern WILD set and building that 2 year piece. Otherwise, without the differences between the two leagues, and God knows, other leagues that will be created in the future.
Yeah.
But without having this set, no one's going to continue without having the modern payout better than the WILD. No one's going to invest in modern. No new player would come in. They'll just kind of, because people, you're going to get smarter people, and this is a card game, TCG, and so you're going to get people who will analyze this, and they're going to make the correct optimal play. It's kind of like poker, right? You're going to get a lot of people who go to those 1-2 tables, and they'll just they'll just contribute to it. But as you get higher and higher, and as the cost to buy in gets higher, they're going to make the correct optimal play.
Yeah. Okay.
I agree with that.